Hi everyone and welcome back. So in the last set of videos we have already covered these first module. In the first module we were planning to cover the basic building of microservice, then with the help of nextjs and express TypeScript, like express TypeScript and nextjs TypeScript. Then we were thinking about covering the 12-factor app, which is required principles for building a simple microservice either with the nextjs and TypeScript. So till now we have covered all these modules. Till now I will just add the video links, but now the important part which we are going to talk about this now is the deployment. Let's say I have a simple express TypeScript app or maybe the nextjs app. Now how can I deploy them to a different platform? So those are the important sections, and after that we are going to cover microservice architecture, and after that I'm going to cover lots of different type of microservice architecture. But before that, now we have a service, we need to deploy it somewhere so that we can use it, we can expose this. We are building a product, so we need to build lots of microservices. How we can deploy, how we can build, how we can set up a CI/CD, all those concepts we are going to look into this. So these are different deployment platform, you can say. Tap into this. Okay, I will just put the major ones: AWS, and you can also use, let's say, because I'm building my startup and I don't have an AWS and Azure account, I just want to use something simple, maybe Heroku or DigitalOcean, or something little bit cheap and all, right? These are the different deployment platform. And what do we have currently? We have this monorepo. We have this PNPM monorepo. Now we need to learn, let's say this contains multiple services, because when you are building a SaaS product, you might be using some kind of a monorepo, or you might have individual services. Let's say I have a multiple services, multiple repositories. You can have, let's say, auth service. Here I will just talk about a simple generic service, express TypeScript service. Okay, and then you can also be using a nextjs TypeScript service. Okay, these you want to deploy to these platforms. So what all things you need, that's the agenda of this whole playlist. This is going to be, we are going to target a platform where we are going to deploy these things. So let's say I want to deploy this to Heroku. I really don't have a AWS Azure account, and I can talk about Azure, DigitalOcean and all these platforms to deploy this. Obviously, if I'm building a service, then there are multiple resources I can use. First of all, this is the workspace where I have, let's say, multiple microservices inside this. So this is also a little bit challenging when you are using monorepo, which contains multiple folders, like it has apps, and then there is a packages. How can you talk about deploying the individual applications to the different platform, right? It's a single repository, so how can you look into a particular folder or particular service and deploy it? Or you have individual repositories. In that case, the task will be a little easier, because this is the whole code you need to deploy, not the whole monorepo, right? So this is what we are going to talk about. So let's say first we talk about the Heroku, and when we talk about these different vendors to deploy, you might also change the data set. Here I might I might be using, let's say I may be using RDS, MySQL, let's say MySQL RDS, MySQL and Postgres. Now AWS and Azure has their own names, like AWS World, this is the RDS, relational database system, which supports all the RDS. And then Heroku also supports the plugins where you can use the Postgres and all. Even AWS provide a MySQL, Aurora and all the other platform, or you can use a managed service, Dynamodb, right? And similarly, DigitalOcean, you might be buying the RDS from some outsource, and then you could do the connections and all. So this is where you will set up a database. So understanding once you have everything ready, how you can deploy these services to the different platform, and we are going to use, let's say for AWS, we can use AWS CDK. That's a code as a service. I mean, you will be writing a code, you will be building your infrastructure as a code. It's the same as you might have used serverless framework or CloudFormation. You are writing a code, you are writing a YML configurations or the code to build your infrastructure, your database, SNS topic, your containers and all. Everything is inside a code, and you just deploy it. Your infrastructure will be built by the code you have written, and will be deployment happens. Okay. Other than that, important part is, let's say we have covered only like, okay, how to build Express TypeScript production ready app and nextjs TypeScript production ready app. You might want to explore the nextjs core microservices, which are using TCP, gRPC, MQTT, RMQ, all these protocols. Then you can just use this particular playlist, because this content is already published, and I don't want to duplicate this in this playlist. You can look into this. It talks about all about how you can use nextjs microservices, because nextjs has this microservice package that allow you to create a services that can communicate using TCP, gRPC, MQTT, RMQ, Kafka. All these are transport protocol or transport modes are available. Till now we have talked about only HTTP based REST services written in Express or written in nextjs. But let's say you have a requirement, you wanted to build a microservice that is going to deal with the gRPC, that is going to deal with the Kafka, RabbitMQ. Then this is the right playlist for you. I will add those videos in the same playlist, so that you know, okay, if you have done the microservice, basic REST based microservice, this is the platform where you can learn, okay, how can I build a microservice which is using Kafka, RabbitMQ, gRPC, TCP and all. Because you might need asynchronous communication between two different services, event based microservices. Then you might use a Kafka and RabbitMQ, or MQTT based transport mode between two services. So this is the playlist. I will be adding merging the videos, not adding. So this is like the existing content, and I don't want it to duplicate, so I will be adding those videos. And then here, this is the important part which I haven't covered anywhere. I will be talking about how you can deploy the nextjs app to the AWS as a Lambda. I will talk about how you can deploy the nextjs or Express TypeScript app on EC2 instance, or on the container, on ECS container. And at the end, let's say I can also talk about Kubernetes cluster, if I'm able to spin up that cluster on my AWS account. Okay, so let's talk about that. First we will be doing a little bit on the Heroku, DigitalOcean, and let's say how we can deploy on a EC2 instance. Because if you can deploy an EC2 instance, then you can talk about deploying the service on DigitalOcean. You have a server bought from DigitalOcean, you wanted to run your APIs there, exposing the public IP. So let's talk about these things. We will do these manually, like through the AWS console or through the Heroku console, by setting up the CI/CD using GitHub Actions. Okay, so I'm just preparing you what we are going to cover in this second module, and this is what we are targeting.